Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of DC's Online Live Streams. I don't know what that means. You are here today to learn about the all new, brand new, rebuilt survival mode. And this is worth waiting. I know we're like 5 minutes late, but it's worth it. Trust me. You've got the Nerd of Prey.
Yeah, I didn't do a mic check because I knew you'd be able to hear me.
Oh god, that's too loud. Your creative director. You've got Millbarge for the second time ever.
Yeah, second time ever.
Second time ever with Millbarge. He's going to speak up.
I will speak up.
He's the foremost expert in survival mode. And you've got Aver here, our lead systems designer. Except it's not really his title anymore. What's your title?
Lead game designer.
Lead game designer. I'm sorry. He got promoted. And look, I've been on vacation for like a week.
You're like, I don't know who these people are. Let's just talk about
survival. Who are you?
Yeah. All right. So, brief recap. What is the general concept of survival mode, Nerd of Prey?
Top level people, top CR people testing their metal. Not metal.
Right.
Yeah.
In basically ever increasing.
Yeah, rounds and waves of combat. These guys are going to explain it better than I am. But and this is kind of the philosophy of it. Is you work really hard. You play episodes. You play the latest. You play elites. You're really good and you're geared up and you feel awesome. You want something more. You want a challenge. You want to get with your best buddies and try something that's increasingly hard to the point of you start screaming and crying and you don't want any more and you back off and we're like, ha 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 ha. But anyway.
Maybe not the crying, but
maybe.
They love it.
Okay,
It's good crying.
Okay,
maybe.
Everybody loves it. You can check out when you are done. You don't want to cry. It's okay. And that's the philosophy of the old survival mode and the new survival mode, which is totally different. But enough of the old. Let's talk about the new. Basically, we set out to spend quite a lot of time to rebuild this thing kind of from the ground up so to be more challenging, more accessible, and more rewarding. And that's what we're going to go through and show you shortly. We're going to take a look at kind of what's different real quick, then we'll take a look at rewards, and then we'll jump into the actual survival mode and look at a little bit of the content. Sound good?
Yeah,
sounds great.
Sweet. Okay.
Super ready.
So it's more challenging. Don't be afraid, but it's more challenging in that we have better bosses. Right, Millbarge?
Yes. We went ahead and along with a lot of the bosses, we went ahead and pulled in some mechanics from the original fights. So there was more to do than just punch the boss in the face.
Room mechanics.
Yes.
As well as just more interesting bosses that you have fine-tuned.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, each one of them.
To kill you. Fine-tuned
yes.
to kill you. We mentioned it still requires high CR, so this is for the endgame player who's in the latest DLC for the most part, trying to prove what they can do. But it's also more challenging because you can't carry anyone. And before you had 8 players, you could kind of bring someone along who wasn't that good, carry people. There's no carrying this time because
it's only 4 players now.
4-player survival mode. So every role matters, every person matters.
Well-oiled machine.
Yeah, you're gonna need
to be. Yeah.
Oh gosh, there goes chat.
Here we go.
Yay! Yay! Oh no! WTF! Oh no! Yay! Yay! Oh no! Yay!
I don't know what to think.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite color.
So, moving on from the chat explosion, 4-player also makes it more accessible because finding an 8-player group is sometimes a pain.
Yeah.
Or getting someone who needs to go through all the other rounds, it's much less likely. We'll just find 4 and go, and that's easier. Is chat still exploding? Mm-hmm. Yes, chat is still exploding. That's fine. That's fine. You got to play it. It's worth it. We've also made it a little bit less like the marathon type thing. There's a progress point every other round, so pretty much you can always kind of stop where you're at and check out and come back later. Mm-hmm. There are progress points so that when you get far, you can start where you left off. Mm-hmm. Also, there's a little bit less of the ad waves.
Yeah, we removed an ad wave. We also reduced the health and the DPS of the ad waves, so they're less brutal than they were, and so you'll be able to focus on the boss difficulty.
Yeah, it's still a check, but it's kind of a reprieve from the boss. But it doesn't take that long, so you just go through.
Yeah. Can you kind of describe like the what happens when you get in? Right. I know we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but I get in. What do I fight, and then how do I kind of progress? Like, what's the overall structure? We'll talk about
It is a little bit similar to the original. So you'll have 2 waves of mobs that are related to the boss that comes up, and then once you defeat those 2 waves, then you'll fight the boss, and that'll be 1 round, and then you'll move on to the next round, and then you'll unlock the progress points, which are every odd round, so that you can start there. Once you reach that point.
How many rounds are there?
There are 30 rounds.
Boom.
I've said this before and regretted it, but we really don't think 30 is achievable.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
I think 27 is achievable. Yeah. 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't, but okay.
Me neither.
I'm not the expert, though.
Me neither, and I fully don't expect to get any tweets with the "You beat level 30" on.
Yeah, but
whatever. Never happened.
Prove us wrong.
Exciting.
Prove us wrong. That'd be great. Also, I was going to mention each round the CR increases.
Yes.
A bit.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's more accessible in those ways. It's also more accessible in that the rewards. Well, first of all, there are badass rewards, which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah.
But it's more accessible in that you get currency rewards, and there are vendors you can go to get a bunch of cool stuff. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But the idea is why is it more accessible with currency?
So what we wanted to make sure that it wasn't just reliant solely on random drops, right? So when you beat a boss, you get currency. That's an automatic reward that helps you work towards something. And so we have multiple types of vendors, and we have lots of different ways of rewarding the different types of achievements, right? And so I guess we're talking about currency now, because the currency is data chips. So that works into our theme here in a moment. We'll talk a little bit about that. We've got some holographic type things and whatnot. But you get data chips with each boss and every, I think we're calling them plateaus, but like every 5 levels or so, you actually will start getting an increasing amount of currency. And so, you get significantly more when you're up in the higher tiers. And that'll allow you to obviously get stuff more quickly. And then when are we talking about the specific vendors?
Well, we're going to do that right now, actually.
Oh, okay.
So it's more rewarding.
Yeah.
But so currency makes it accessible, though, because even if you only get to like round 3, you got some currency, you can do it again next week and get some stuff from the vendors, which we're going to talk about now. So we are in game, and we're looking at the vendors. Just scrolling on some of the interesting things sitting there. Where do we want to start? Let's start with Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm talking over you. It's my turn. No, so we have 2 main vendors, right? As you can see, we have the survival mode vendor on the left, and the survival mode season 1 vendor on the right. And they fulfill 2 kind of goals or whatever, if you will, right? In the survival mode season 1 vendor, those are things that will be around for this season. And so each time you do, you beat 5 levels and kind of move up a plateau, a new group of items will be unlocked that you're able to purchase with data chips, but only for this season, right? So when the season goes away, those items go away, and you're unable to get them anymore.
They are gone.
They're gone, yeah. The vendor is gone. The items still exist on your character. I'm like, yeah, give it back. No, and then the survival mode vendor on the left there, that guy is around, will be recurring, perhaps, and that person has a bunch of things that you can kind of build up and work towards in the long run. Yeah.
Right. So actually, why don't I just look at them a little bit?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind also mentioning the theming. Like, we talked about, like, everything looks holographic, and there's holograms.
Let's do that. I mean, they've seen the Titan's Tower hologram. Why don't you explain where we're going?
Well, we kicked around a couple ideas, and what we landed on was the freedom to kind of do whatever's fun. And we thought about, in fact, even when we were building Titan's Tower last year, we had this thought that, like, dude, if we bring back survival mode, we could just do it in the training room. And then you can do anything you want, because you can do holograms. It's like from that television show with the spaceships that I don't want to say because we don't have the rights to. But we can. That means we can spawn in anything we want. We can take it to any location we want, and we can just center it around this idea of the training room, that Cyborg and Nightwing have made, and all of them contributed to making these simulations. And that's when you were like, yes, I can do anything I want. And we're like, yes, you can. And a lot of the rewards are themed around the idea of the Titan's Tower this round, and holograms to kind of kick it off.
Yeah, so if you kind of scroll to the top of that list a little bit. So as Meps has been scrolling through here, you'll notice there's a lot of base items that you may have seen before, but also some new ones, which is pretty exciting. We have a new material there, the chromatic ember material. We have a holographic material.
We're going to show all this stuff.
Oh, we're going to show them? Oh, okay.
Most of it.
There's
So
stuff here.
I just want to show
Awesome.
these things are there with the currency. You can save up as long as you want on this vendor. And then on this other vendor, the Season 1 vendor, like we were saying, has the things that are only for the season. And I just want to draw attention to, for example, to get the Henchmen uplink device Shadow Werewolves, you have to have defeated survival mode level 5.
Yep, and you can see that in the red text over there on the left.
And all of these are have that specification. So you still have to prove your worth to get the rewards. You can't just walk out of it with nothing.
Just farm round one. I'm so amazing. Look at me beating round one.
Right, exactly.
That was kind of jerky, but
you have to go deep to get the deep rewards. So that's what the vendors are. This takes some randomness out of it, right? Or actually adds some rewards.
Yep, you get incremental value, right? So every time you do it, you get some stuff and you move forward, which is nice.
And so you can start at your progress point, but also replaying all of them gets you more currency. So it's up to you. It's an option you got, so you can just kind of jump in and do what you want. Okay, let's just show the rewards. We do have titles. We're not going to show the titles, except if you beat round 1, you get one that's the Gladiator. Spoiler. The rest you can figure out when you do it, but they're not, hey, I beat survival mode 2017 titles.
We heard your feedback. You wanted more.
They're actually cool titles.
Cooler titles.
So look forward to that. We have all base items. You mentioned this, I think. We have all base items from previous survival modes on there. So
plus new ones.
And new ones, yep. And we have all this cool, badass stuff.
Hey, did we talk about the hologram Titan Tower?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that real quick. In addition to the currency rewards, we have this trophy. Who wants to describe the trophy? Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, so you may have seen the Titan's Tower hologram that's kind of spinning around and has the numbers spinning around it. Those are for when you beat a breakthrough tier. So like I think there's 1, 5, 10, 15, etc. You will complete a feat. The feat doesn't have skill points on it. It's just it's a feat to mark your awesomeness, and it will mail you basically that trophy, and the trophy can be placed in your home, and it's actually this thing right here, except for it's got a floating number that corresponds to the rank that you beat.
Yeah,
and so that's really cool. We expect to not see too many 30s floating around.
But we'll see.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
do have a little base halfway set up. We'll jump in there and look at the actual trophies.
Yeah,
at the
that'd
end.
be great. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a couple of the base items if we have time. But okay, so let me jump into my inventory. Like we mentioned, we have rewards that are on the Forever vendor. That
returning vendor.
The returning
It'll
vendor.
return
The survival mode vendor.
when the next survival mode season comes.
Okay. Sure.
Internally, we call it the Forever vendor. So
Yeah.
that's
My bad.
No, that's
I had the wrong word.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's what these are. You probably saw them a little bit on the scrolling of the vendor, but you've got holographic eyes, which are tintable, I believe. No? Yes, no?
I don't even see the digitization.
Color lock.
I think the color lock.
So
They were
yeah.
terrible at one point, but
They
it
just-
looked,
it looked super
It looked
terrible.
really weird.
They just match my colors perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And yeah, like you were saying, there's the little digital
Yeah.
stuff coming up.
Yeah, but if you stare at it long enough, you don't even see it anymore. You see like blonde, brunette.
Right. you
I'm
can-
kidding. It's a joke.
Yes, it's good.
It's very digital and
Um,
holographic.
We've got holographic aura.
Mhm.
Ta-da! Which is the same thing as the eyes, except, an aura over your whole body.
Cool.
Ones and zeros and stuff floating
It's a
through there.
little binary.
Yep.
All right. Moving on. That's it for styles right now. I'm going to consume... Whoa, mouse. I'm going to consume these two materials if I can.
Here we
We've
go.
got the holographic material.
Yep.
It's on the returning vendor.
You can kind of see it over there on the right.
Oh, yeah, they're actually wearing it.
Yeah,
and we've
the-
got the chromatic ember material.
Ooh,
What is that?
who can say?
Yeah, so actually, this is the material. The
On the NPC.
On the NPC.
On the
He's
vendor.
also got the eyes on.
On the NPC.
Yep.
Right there.
I like that. I like that the robot's showing it off.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. Whoever had that idea.
Bunch of geniuses making this.
Yeah, right. Sorry, that was insulting.
Was it insulting? Sorry.
I was trying to be self-deprecating, but then I realized I was being you deprecating.
Oh, I see.
That's
I
rude.
see.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Look at the puppy.
let's jump. We're gonna look at the puppies. Let's jump in and show the other material we haven't seen. The what's it called?
See
It's chromatic.
that one.
Chromatic ember. There
Boom.
it is. This is not an alphabetical list.
No, it's not.
All right, so this is a brand new one.
Yeah.
This is wicked.
Apply it. Boom.
It's still loading. There it
It's
goes.
still green. Yeah, so this is lava themed. Right now it's green, so it's tintable. The cracks
Yeah.
actually glow quite a bit more with different color schemes.
Shall we?
Shall we? Yes.
We shall.
Oh, is it time to adjust colors?
It's time.
Can we
The
have
best
some
part of the live
assistance?
stream. Which one is it? Is it
I don't recall. I haven't played with this one much. I would go with the green color. Probably the darker one. Let's just find out.
my mouse is being crazy. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And so this one is tintable, as we'll find out soon. There is a color locked version that drops. I think it's the far left.
Wasn't that one?
So there is a
Primary. It's primary.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't working. I'm like, I bet you Oceans is gonna. Yep. There
Yep,
it is.
there we go.
You want red?
Perfect.
Oh yeah, actually.
So you can get different kinds of lava, ember, what have you. And then there's a color locked bright orange one that will drop off of the boss that you can get. So it's kind of fun.
Can you fly?
Can you
Oh, I
fly?
sure can.
So it is using Z-Up technology, which I won't attempt to explain. But basically, the ember part always points up.
So yeah, the heat
Yeah.
rises.
Exactly.
Kind of idea there.
Yeah, see,
It looks really cool in combat.
it does. Yeah, it's because it moves around a lot. Yeah, it's kind of clashing with our green. We're like a radioactive pumpkin or
Okay.
something.
You can. Everybody's got style. They can do
No,
whatever
that's
style.
fine.
A lot of people
That's
don't.
great. Yeah. Wow. Or some people.
It's a spectrum.
Yep. I definitely.
Man.
That's bad. Definitely came in on
that's
my
good.
vacation to do the stream.
Yeah, sorry.
We're, just for the abuse.
We're making it worth it for you, as always. That looks nice.
Yeah, it looks
Good job,
nice
Mets.
now. I'm gonna take the aura off for now. Also.
Nice.
Okay. Let's move on. So those are the ones that are on the vendor. Oh wait, sorry. Everyone's waiting for the holograms. Okay. Companions hologram kennel.
Oh.
It's got a dog and cat inside. Let's see what goes on.
Is it? I was gonna say it's a dog or a cat.
Sorry, you have to pick, but you can get multiple of them.
Schrodinger's holographic.
Which one do you want? Let's get the cat.
You can open another one. What?
You had two, so why don't you open it?
So,
Let's see.
I mean,
I bet it
they're-
looks an awful
They're
lot.
right behind you,
Oh,
but
dear
just to make it
you.
clear,
Oh.
it is a little kitty, and you can follow you around.
Oh.
And you've done a good thing by adopting this holographic.
We didn't have to.
Materialize.
We didn't have
That's
to
great.
destroy the holographic kitty because you adopted it.
Don't say destroy. Okay. And obviously the dog is here, right behind you.
She's so
It's our dog. You know.
I love how happy the dogs always
No, I
look.
do too. No.
They make me
They are
happy.
happy. We do need a wolf though.
I can't argue with that.
Just saying.
I
Okay.
can't argue.
So those are the ones that are always on the vendor. These next ones are some of the coolest things from the other vendor, right? No, wait.
It is.
These
not-
are drops. I'm sorry.
These
Yeah,
are not
sorry.
combat pets.
I didn't know
just
which
to
ones you were
clarify.
going
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
cosmetic. These are not combat
Yep.
pets. They don't attack. Well, they might attack you, but they don't attack you.
So these next ones are a drop
Drops.
off
Yeah,
bosses,
sorry, I got those,
and they are thematic towards the boss that they drop off of.
So we
These
have
are-
heat vision strike uplink device.
Who does that come from?
That's from Ultraman.
Yeah.
We have the
You suck, Ultraman!
we have the shadow strike uplink device.
And that's the Vampire Lord.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna actually need some NPCs.
It's important to note that these. So we have. There's 10 different bosses. As you might have noticed, there were 30 levels, and so you play the same boss 3 times. When an item drops off of the boss, not only do you get the currency, which is data chips, you get based on it, you also have a chance to get one of these rare drop items. And the higher, basically the first time you beat him, there's a chance to drop, and the next time you play and beat that person, it increases the drop chance to get that item. And of course, the third time, it's even higher chance of getting that item. And so as you move up, we're kind of ratcheting up the rewards and the possibility of the items that you could get.
That's what that one looks like. Let's go ahead and
It's legit.
show us.
Very few things make me as happy as that Ultraman orbital strike.
Cooldown's going on.
good.
Friend.
Not for long.
Oh, fix it.
All right, here comes the Shadow Strike.
There are 2 beams because they are coming from Ultraman's eyes.
Boom. Dark bats.
At
Dark
least in my
little
head
bats.
canon.
Whoa.
Just in case. You,
They did not like the dark bats.
Not even a little. I love it. Makes me so happy.
Oh, dude, getting some Henchmen and stuff? Yes.
On your
just to be clear, I'm God Mode. You can't use them that quick, but that's what they look like.
Yeah, yeah.
They weren't
He's
like other ones. They're
showing
still
off.
really cool. Yeah.
Using cheat sheets.
Yes. All right, and then we have the Abyssal Horns, which are from.
They'll drop off the Minotaur at round 8.
This is a never before seen item.
Yeah, totally.
And this material is comes. This is the Ember material,
Right.
But it comes on the item, and that means that you don't have to have the material to put it on there,
Yeah.
and you can have it stacked with other ones. And so it also accepts other materials. It would just overwrite it.
yeah, it was just, this was really cool, and then we also have a material that looks like it.
Yeah. So you could, in theory, have multiple other ones, and then have these on. So
Those are sweet horns.
yeah.
And so also the Ember material, which is color locked to that
It's
color,
color locked to one,
is on there. We
Looks
kind of
just
looked at
like
that already.
Yeah, the artist curated version when it's
Yeah.
color locked and perfect.
Yep.
All right, so those are the dropped rewards that you can get from the different bosses. We also have then the season vendor rewards, which you have to reach a certain round and then spend currency on that you've been earning throughout. So let's just go in order. Shadow Werewolves. That seems good. So confused.
Yeah, so all of these items will generally fall into categories that you've seen before, though they may be slightly different. They're variants of those categories and whatnot. So these operate like other henchmen. They just look really cool.
They just look sweet.
What? Getting some moons out there.
They look like a
3 moons.
heavy metal video or something just happened in the
Yeah.
couch tower.
They do fight, so right now they're just feeling a bit lazy.
Yeah, they're straight up
Well,
henchmen. Oh my gosh, they're so cool.
They are
I
really
love
cool looking, yeah.
werewolves. I'm always team werewolf.
With that material, they look kind of fuzzy, like they look cuddly.
So cute. Next thing on
Is everybody scared right now?
Those are some cool
you can
henchmen.
get the rainbow movement mode style and some
And this.
purple werewolves.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
So that's freaking awesome. We also have a sidekick one.
Yeah,
Let me.
weird.
What?
I can't wait. Yeah, we've never done this before.
We haven't. Here we
No.
go.
We're gonna
This
see what
is-
happens. Oh, honestly, survival mode is kind of a test bed for what happens if.
Is this
yeah, a little
cool?
bit.
Here we
Is this
go.
cool? Let us know. This is obviously Man Bat. Shadow.
Shadow, man bat.
Shadow Man Bat. Shadow Man Bat. Shadow Man Bat.
What is
Shadow
what
Man
is it?
Bat.
We're in a loop.
Look at
Yeah.
the mess is broken. Yeah.
Yeah, I broke. Sorry.
No. So there he is. It's pretty cool, sneaky, dark.
We'll see what happens. Hope we don't break anything.
All right. So, I should have been saying what rounds those were, but I didn't. So my bad.
We can show on the vendor.
Is it on the tooltip?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just
Okay.
on the vendor
Right.
menu.
Those are from some rounds.
Good.
Some rounds.
Let's go through the trinkets. So this one is.
These are also kind of weird.
Yeah, so we developed new, basically they're combat pets.
These
but
are
they-
combat pets.
They
Say it
are
again.
not basically, they are combat pets.
These
But they function slightly differently, though they have the same cooldown and whatnot. So this is like a Kryptonian, a Kryptonite like crystal turret. I don't know what's going on with your aggro settings, but stuff's weird. That will actually hang out in an
What do you got?
area and not move, and then it will laser beam single target laser beam stuff that's nearby. Yep. And so it doesn't last as long, but the burst damage is higher, and so in theory, you want to use it when you need to burn stuff down quickly and try and maintain peak efficiency, basically, because it does we'll say similar damage. I don't know why I did this. Not air quotes similar, but within a 10-second period. So.
Yeah, so they're not, in a nutshell, they're not out as long, but
Right.
they're going to be as effective. Hopefully. She says with her voice getting higher.
But different functionality in that you can choose from them.
Yep.
And there's another one that we should kind of contrast.
Let me see if my aggro is not broken
let's see what's
when
up.
I'm not in the watchtower as a villain. This one.
Nope.
Nope. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's tough to answer. I think, that's
All right.
that's weird. Yeah, because we
That's too
actually
bad.
tested. Anyway, it shoots out a cool green laser beam, and it does much damage. So. Let's see the other one. Not working. Or working.
Just get a higher level.
As usual, this obviously we'll be testing things and kind of checking stuff out as we move along. So. What are we looking for?
I'm just going to see if I can fire it again,
Oh, okay.
just to see. No.
It's a good try.
All right,
good work.
sorry about that. We'll make sure we fix that on PC test, or maybe it's just me because I'm breaking
Cheating.
things. Yep. Okay. Next, we have another similar one.
Yeah. So the difference between the kryptonite turret and this one, which is let's see, it's a shadow snake. So this guy doesn't move, but he does shoot in a cone, and so he does A damage as opposed to the kryptonite turret, which is single target damage.
That is freaking cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. So he shoots out a big kind of shadow cone in front of him.
Oh yeah, people are saying my CR is too high. I mean, that's it.
These are mostly the brain children. That sounds weird when you make it plural. Of Batuba and Charon. Is that true?
Charon?
Charon.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I don't know how to say it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. My bad. I
So
was
some
just
feet.
being too conservative.
Oh, we should have named it that. That's a good name.
What?
Snacky Snack. Should have named it Snacky Snack.
I disagree.
I like it. Summon Snacky
Oh,
Snack.
there it
There we
is.
go.
Boom.
There we go.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, he wrecked
Man,
it.
that's brutal.
Wow.
One more
Equals.
time.
Get him!
There it is.
I like how it,
Melting.
it's not done when it's dead. It's gotta.
Yeah.
It's already
All right.
dead.
That's better. That's better. Just a maps problem, not a game problem.
Oh yeah, those guys attack. We should those guys.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah. Here we go. Last of the trinkety trinkets.
Snaky Snack. Trinkety Trinket.
We should stop.
Little bat.
So what does he do?
Damage.
Just flies away.
So I mean,
okay. He's just nothing
So he's a shadow Batman. He's not a shadow Batman.
Bat, comma,
There's a
man.
comma in there. Commas are important. He flies around with you and he attacks stuff. So he's a combat pet. This looks really cool. We have a number of those of the shadow theme and also the holographic theme. The shadow theme stuff is on the season 1 vendor, and the holographic stuff is on the other one. I think we also have versions that are.
I'm still laughing at the he does damage.
Sorry.
Chat's
He
just out there
do.
and
Damage.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. And we have base pet versions as well. Did I just spoil that? I'm sorry. It's like
No, I wasn't. I actually wasn't going to get there, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yay.
Okay, then we have
My bad.
more kennels at the different levels. So again, there's cat and dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are the ones that go in your base.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these are all the variants that you can see, and you've seen these guys before. They just obviously are shadow or holographic versions. So.
I guess
Do what they
maybe
do.
we'll place those later. But just we've got mini green, mini shadow. This is mini shadow.
So the green crystal, I believe, are cryptos.
Mini green crystal construct.
They're green crystal.
Green crystal.
Got it.
Sorry.
So, those are the house pets.
Thank you.
Similar to the other holographic pets that we showed you. Again, those are 4 different levels of the vendor, starting with currency. Now, let's see. Did I forget anything? Okay. Before we show the actual, survival mode itself, we want to do one more thing.
Oh yeah, that thing.
When
The actual survival.
Yeah.
mode.
yeah, we will do that.
We just talk about items and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's important. What was I talking about?
All right.
Man.
Before we do that, are we going to check out the lair?
What do bats do?
No?
Oh yeah, let's check out the lair. That's
Okay.
not what I was thinking, but let's check out the lair.
All right. Well, I'll buy you some time
Cool.
while I make you go to the lair. I can run around, maybe. We're just going to load for a bit.
Got to get to the aura cave.
It's gonna happen. I have faith.
It's expanded. It's not just auras now, but back in the day it was the aura cave. Okay, actually, yeah. Let me just. So it's not obviously set up much, but I wanted to show you guys the trophies.
Yeah. So as you can see, there's 1. That's when you beat the first round.
What's the 10?
10. Ah man, it's when you beat the 10th round. So that's that one.
Right.
What's it do?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
No damage.
No damage. It exists. Okay, so then the thing I was thinking of, these are the rewards. These are for everybody. At the very end of survival mode, after we weed out all the cheaters, we're going to see who got the farthest. It's not a who got the farthest first, it's just everyone who got the farthest to the farthest round will get the Golden Victor's Coronet.
That's right.
So it's unclear how many of these will be handed out manually,
Yep.
but if you get as high as everybody else, you will get this. And it's kind of amazing thanks to Oceans.
Yay.
Special treat for those who get the farthest.
Yeah, so to
But-
be
yeah.
clear, basically, if you say the person or the group that got the farthest, right, they get to, we'll say rank 27. Right?
Sure.
I don't know, for some reason.
Right.
We'll say rank 27. They got there super quickly in a couple days. That was awesome. And then somebody started late, and they also made it to 27. Both of those groups would get the golden coronet,
Everybody.
right?
Yeah.
All of the people basically within the highest tier get this item. So I just want to be very clear. It's not just based on time, it's based on how far you get.
Yes. We will kind of try to call out server first if that data becomes available to us, but there's no reward for that.
But what's next?
Well, so if you don't get as far,
Mhm.
like maybe you get second far,
Yeah, second far.
second farthest,
Mhm.
second far.
No, sorry,
You
Ness.
get you get the silver Victor's Coronet,
Mhm.
which is cool. Also.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
but-
neat.
But like a little less cool.
Yeah, it's not gold, right?
Not gold.
And then
doesn't have beams.
Can anybody guess what the other one is? If you get third highest, it's bronze.
Yay.
Ta-da.
So there it is.
And it just occurred to me somebody's gonna like bronze better than gold, so maybe if you get gold,
You can sandbag it a little bit. Just to get to the third.
No, I was gonna say maybe we'll give out all of them if you get high enough. I don't know. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
We'll have to vote.
Vote to vote. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what they did in the Olympics. Like, if you get gold medal, do they also give you the silver and the bronze?
Oh, by the way, this is an accessory.
They also don't give it to everyone
so.
who got to the farthest.
I don't know. I'm just
Very true.
sometimes
this
analogies
is
don't work all
more
the time.
accessible and more rewarding
Yeah.
than
More-
the
yes.
Olympics.
You got me.
which we just
Okay.
tried.
It's more accessible than the
True.
Olympics.
That's good.
Debatable.
Okay, and in case you're hearing, this is an accessory. The crown is an accessory.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know. Let's get to the actual thing. Survival mode. Titans training sim. We're gonna Q. We're gonna say Q. We're gonna say we're DPS. This doesn't matter. Say we're ready. And then we're gonna pretend like we have friends.
Man, it's got real.
Just 3 friends.
I've been pretending for a long time.
We could do a survival mode group.
We could.
We could. That's
We
true.
could.
If we had
The
more
real
computers.
question is, should we?
Oh.
I think we have all of the roles here, so anyway.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Full
We should
group.
do this and live stream it. No, probably not.
Because what do you do?
I DPS.
Oh,
I do the
man.
damage.
I totally gave you perfect.
Oh.
You could have
Yeah.
slam dunked that.
You were.
Oh.
Yeah, he ran out.
Listen, I don't know, guys.
His
All right,
legs are
so we're in Titan's Tower,
You got this cool sign.
like we were talking about. You go up and you start going. Boop,
This is where you'd say where you want to start.
Where do you begin? Oh,
the beginning.
So we're gonna start at the beginning. And then you go in. This should be familiar if people have done previous survival mode.
boom.
Now we're in. So, you want to talk about the size of the room, Milbarge? It's a little different, right?
Well, it's a little bit smaller than previous survival modes. I guess it's a little bit larger than the Trigon survival mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit smaller than most of them, I guess. So it should be a little bit more difficult to
Less escaping.
Yes.
I guess we didn't
No
mention
corners to run to.
there's only one boss per boss round, not the 2.
Yeah,
Right?
because it's
So-
only 4
Because
players.
there's only 4
Yep.
people. So there's no, you have to tank the thing on the other side of the room. Going up. Anyway, let's get started.
You might want to beef up a little bit. There we go. All right.
I didn't want to break anything, but we'll see. So again, ad waves comes out of the doors. They are shooting me.
Trying to.
Trying to. These are legionnaires. They correspond to the boss of this round.
They're themed.
I love the spawn in and out particles.
Little
pretty good.
holograms. It's a
Notice
nice touch.
It says round 1 and what wave you're on. We're on wave 1. So wave 1 is over. Unless I broke it by going and got me.
No, you should be good.
You're
Just killed it too fast.
Should be. No, you're good.
Now we wait.
Maybe.
Great anticipation.
Did I screw it up, everybody?
Maybe.
Oh.
Alright.
Did he do anything different than when you test?
No.
What
I
do
mean,
you
I wasn't
see?
on vacation, so that's the only thing that's really different.
That's true.
Vacations are okay.
Guys, we didn't beat round 1.
And of course, Calculator and Oracle are back to dog you for.
So that, yeah. hey, I noticed you didn't beat round 1. What's up? What's up with that?
But you pop back here and you're like, oh, let's try again.
Let's
Same
try
group.
again.
Don't have to re-queue or anything. We're good. Here we go.
If at first you don't succeed, and you won't.
Oh, talk to the terminal.
I was actually going to grab myself a helmet.
Oh,
A fancy hat.
Safety helmet? Safety hat? And we should make the I can tank infinite things test item like a safety vest.
Wow.
What? I just got good ideas. Oh, here we go.
Okay. We should survive a little bit more. Because we are a survivor.
Oh, there you go.
You didn't notice
It's an
that.
excellent theming with your character.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Worked
I
very
like
hard on
the halo going around
Yeah.
the crest.
it. Okay, sorry for the
Oh,
delay.
that's good.
So you talk to the thing. I
Interact.
guess you interact with the thing, you don't talk to it.
Hello, computer.
And
You
then
could
the wave
talk to
comes
it,
out.
but
Who do you?
it's a lot of damage they're doing to you.
Yeah.
Oof.
They're kind of wrecking me, even with 1,000,000 HP.
Yeah, they are.
No defense.
Well, I am DPS, so.
Ah.
Oh, actually, I'm in controller role.
There you
with
go.
DPS gear.
Hey, wave 2 commencing.
Yay!
It
So again,
works.
wave 1 was ads coming out. Wave 2.
More ads.
More ads.
Hence the waves. So are any of the NPCs randomized?
The waves are just specific to the boss.
Okay.
They're not randomized. And then the first boss is Lex Luthor from one of the original survival modes. He's kind of the only boss that we pulled back in from the old ones.
It's kind of like a
He's
little shout
relatively
out.
He's not real happy.
easy.
You might want to turn on top.
I'm good. I'm gonna kill.
All right.
Boom.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
That's great.
Good old dismiss button.
Yeah.
Yep. We make new characters and stuff all the time.
Yeah, this
Round
is
one. Here we
this
go. Round
is a
two.
test character that hasn't seen that.
Just gonna go through here and show you. Obviously, we got.
Yeah!
We're gonna get the
Yeah.
Round
trophy in the mail.
one. I hope that wasn't really loud.
So round two.
Trying to use my stage excited voice.
These are
You did a good job.
Atlanteans.
Yeah, C-touched.
They're different.
Who's the second boss? Have we gone over that? We're
No,
gonna find out.
not
Is
yet.
this
Can
the
we-
big- the
can
big
we
reveal?
remember?
Yeah, this is what's that? Yeah, I can remember
Yeah.
this one. Yeah.
You
Should I
keep
spoil
it,
it?
keep it secret?
Should I spoil this one, okay. This one will be King Shark.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, he's super cool. Just got baby shark stuck in my head.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Not me.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh boy,
Hey,
that hurts.
man, he is.
Oh,
Definitely
he seems
winning.
to be swimming in air.
gross.
That's interesting.
It's a hologram.
It's a hologram. He swims.
Potato chips.
Obviously, getting the currency. Love it.
He's using his holographic imagination.
Again, the currency at lower rounds is less than at higher rounds, so it ramps up.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and then you get a break. Is it every 2 rounds you get a break?
Yeah, it's every on the even round. Once
Yeah.
you defeat the even rounds.
So you can repair your gear. Take a break.
We are so nice.
We are nice and healthy.
Savage cadets.
Savage cadets.
Man, savage.
Is there a specific round you want to show?
I don't know. I mean, if we could get to round 5, I think round 5 is one of the breakthrough rounds.
Okay. You want to show that one?
And so that boss would be kind of interesting. Same as round 10.
It should be pointed out that you guys are not as good at this game as me, so you can't instantly kill these ads. Obviously,
You're doing an excellent job. Just blowing through those.
yeah.
It's sort of like we are a group right now.
It's a good rotation.
Yeah, it's a good rotation. You can't share that on the forums though, so
Yeah, it's a secret.
min-maxers will have to kind of figure that out.
Oh God!
He's beating you down with the speed of destiny. He's like, this is what I codes. Love the,
He's dead.
you said that's in my mind? That's what happened?
We got a base
It's a
on.
headcanon going on.
You got a base on.
Oh, round 4.
Ooh.
Is it,
That usually comes before 5.
I love the taunting on there. Not bad, but $20 says you will make it another round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
calculators.
well, that's
good.
He's a real nice guy.
Oh, it's a security bot. I'm in trouble.
It's hilarious. It's like repair bot. It starts beating.
So when you're fighting, decrease the
That's a
damage.
great idea.
Decrease
I love
the
it.
damage on this boss, or else we'll get a bunch of after images that will end up wiping you.
It's like a Bizarro repair bot. It just breaks
Yeah.
the crap out of your gear.
Dude.
Yeah, actually, do you want to mention in tweaking these rounds and these bosses mechanics, you really looked at all the roles, right? Try to give everybody a very specific thing to do and stuff, as opposed to not things to do. Do you want so talk about debuffs or stuff?
We actually didn't mess with debuffs. We were trying to add something for controllers, but the damage ends up we have to increase the damage to bring it down. So the normal controller debuffs will go ahead and take care of that. These are the after images I was talking about.
Yeah.
You might want to turn on God mode.
Can I type
real
fast
quick.
enough? Oh, I can!
Excellent job.
There you go.
So that happens.
And now
You
you can do
survived.
it again.
He's back.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the wrong one. He got
It's like a typing test game they would have us play
No.
in school.
Well, yeah.
It's a good thing we played those. Otherwise, we'd be dead.
It's come in handy so many times.
So that's to round 5. I don't know, anything else you want to show specific?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
The surprise?
Do we want to share what the bosses are? Because
I don't think we need to.
okay.
Do you want to mention one more that has cool room mechanics?
Oh boy. Okay,
Which one?
like the Minotaur. All right, I'll mention the Minotaur. So the Minotaur, the fight where you had him charge into the chains to bring up the door. So his DPS is a little bit high, but if you have him charge into the hologram chains that spawn, it'll daze him for a mountain of time and decreases DPS for a period of time. So that's kind of how you manage how difficult he is.
I like this one because it's the mechanic from the content moved in and adjusted a bit, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a greatest hits, relive your fondest memories of the Minotaur charging chains.
Fondest, worst, whatever.
I thought it was fun.
It was hard though.
Okay.
That's why it's here.
So that is the new survival mode, 4-player. Tons of rewards with currency and still rewards per round. Some of those rewards go away after the season, so get those. Some of them stay, will come back. It's highly tuned by Nilbarge, and highly rewarded by Bear.
Batuba did a lot of
And
this.
team,
Yeah,
yeah.
Batuba.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Don't forget the coronets.
Yeah, don't forget, if you get the farthest, second farthest, or third farthest, you will get a special item no one else got. I did want to mention on the test server, which this will be on later today, right? Because if it's not, I'm going to be early. I came in.
That's the plan.
On the test server, all of the items on the vendor won't have the round requirement so that you can get them and test them and look at them. So you don't need to bug that they're not requiring the rounds. That's on purpose on the test server only. And there will also be a box with tons of currency so that you can, go ahead and buy those. We really do want you to play the content and let us know how hard it is, how far you get, what kind of group you have, all that stuff. Because we've done internal testing, and we've done some secret testing with several groups of players, several different kinds of groups of players also to get a difficulty barometer going. But we definitely want your feedback on test. And since it's 4 players, you can, there's no excuse. You can easily find 3 more players. So, go on, test it for us. We would really appreciate it. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Bray? You excited?
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the feedback.
That's a great way to end the stream. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for coming down. We will be on the test server with the brand new survival mode in just a few minutes or hours today, this evening.
Minutes or hours.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.